All right, welcome back everyone. My name is Pratesh here with Kaizen Crypto, bringing you another video. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today. In this video, I wanted to share with you all some detail and information on how to delegate to a stake pool using the Daedalus Wallet. So if you are a Cardano holder, this is going to be relevant information. We saw on July 29th, the Shelley hard fork went successfully. And we see now that Cardano is a truly decentralized network. So what's going to start happening is the blocks are going to start being produced by these stake pools, which are now coming online. We can see here that Daedalus is currently registering about 434 stake pools. The number that we've reported is actually a little bit greater than this. I wanted to share with you all some information about what's happening with Kaizen Stakepool as well. So all of that is going to be here in this video, so stay tuned. All right, everyone, thank you all so much for joining. To get things started, if you guys do find some value from this video, please be sure to drop a like for me. It definitely does help the channel. If you haven't already, and if you want to stay updated with Cardano content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I want to keep you guys updated with all the relevant information happening with this project. As far as what we're looking at here, this is going to be the mainnet version for the Daedalus Wallet. There have been many iterations of the Daedalus Wallet, but now we can finally see the ability to stake by delegating to a stake pool is here on the mainnet. So I wanted to share with you guys some details regarding that, talking about how to delegate to a stake pool, what metrics to look for, and how you can maximize your return on stake by looking at certain metrics. So let's go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do for you is drop a link down in the description. If you haven't done so already, I would recommend that you download the Daedalus Wallet. This is going to be the native wallet for Cardano, and it's going to be a great starting off point for you if you're looking for a nice clean user interface to get started with staking. Once you've downloaded the Daedalus Wallet, you're going to be given the option to create a new wallet, or you can restore an existing wallet using your recovery phrase. In this instance, we'll go through the process of what it looks like to actually restore your wallet. I have already restored my wallet for you in this video, just so that way I can go through the process a little bit quicker. But essentially, once you've downloaded the wallet, you can select if you do have a Daedalus wallet, if you have a Yoroi wallet, or if you're using a hardware wallet. So lots of anticipation also for Ledger staking and Trezor staking. That is going to be coming very soon, and you'll be able to use your Ledger hardware device or your Trezor hardware device to actually do something called cold staking, where you have your funds stored offline and you're able to delegate to that stake pool. So that's coming very soon. I will be sure to keep you guys posted on what that looks like. Let's go ahead and choose the Daedalus wallet. And what we can see is that we're prompted with what kind of Daedalus wallet would you like to restore. In this instance, if you had a Byron wallet on Daedalus, that's going to be a 12-word recovery phrase. You can choose this option. Shelley wallets are now going to contain 24 words. So something to pay attention to. There's going to be a different format for whichever version of the wallet you have. Or you can choose a 27-word paper wallet if you did have a paper wallet using Daedalus. So I've already went ahead and gone through the process of restoring the wallet. Essentially, once you click on this option here, you'll enter in your recovery phrase, type in the name of the wallet and the spending password, and you'll see the wallet start to sync up with the blockchain. So after we've done that, what it'll look like here, you can click on the name of the wallet. I've got my Cardano tutorial wallet loaded so that I can show you all the things that we're talking about here in this video. Just a very brief overview of Daedalus. Very similar user interface to what we saw in the previous versions. You've got the send option, receive, transactions, and the settings here on the top. Now what gets really interesting is over here on the left side, this is a new icon for this version of Daedalus. This is going to be something called the Delegation Center. When we click on this icon, we've got a few different tabs here at the top. So we've got the Delegation Center, just to show you and talk about what this is exactly. This will show you the current epoch that the Cardano blockchain is currently on. So we can see the current epoch, the current slot, and the total number of slots within that epoch. And then this shows us the next epoch start time. Epochs on the Cardano mainnet are going to last 5 days. And then we can see down at the bottom, it shows the wallets that we have. So you can have a number of different wallets on Daedalus, and this is going to show you all of those here as well. If we click on the next tab, we can see all the various stake pools. So Daedalus right now is showing about 434 stake pools. We have seen that the number of registered pools is actually greater than this. For some reason, Daedalus is not showing some of the newer stake pools that are registered. KAIZN, unfortunately, is included amongst those. So for those of you who are asking on updates regarding our stake pool, I really do appreciate your patience. I'm going to be talking more about that as we go forward. Next tab we can see is the rewards tab. We've got our Cardano tutorial wallet. Once staking starts happening, we'll be able to start accruing rewards for delegating to a stake pool. Those rewards are going to be paid back to our wallet directly, and we'll see the rewards over here in this tab. And then the last tab is info. This is going to show us some more information regarding the overall status of the network. Here we can see that it shows Cardano is transitioning to a decentralized system. So this is something called a D parameter. With the D parameter right now, currently 0% of the blocks are being produced by stake pools. So the first blocks are going to be produced by stake pool operators here starting on August 8th. And then we'll see rewards paid out for that following in the next epoch. I believe it's August 14th is when we'll see those first rewards get paid. So let's go back over to where we saw all those different stake pools. This is really cool. I love the user interface for Daedalus. I like how it's color coded. We can see here that so far it's categorized by performance. I don't know if that's the same currently as what we're looking at right now, because none of the stake pools are currently producing blocks. But that's how it's going to be categorized once we see stake pools start producing blocks. They are categorized based on their performance. So now if we scroll down, we can see all the various stake pools here. You got 444 that are currently showing on Daedalus. Right now, Kaizen Stakepool is up and running. We are ready to go, open for delegation. However, the drawback that we're facing right now is that Daedalus, unfortunately, is not showing all the stake pools that are currently registered. So for those of you who are interested in staking with us, please be sure to keep an eye out for Kaizen Stakepool. It's KAIZN, that's the ticker symbol. We're going to be open for delegation very soon as Daedalus updates with those new stake pools. So I just want to give you all an update about that. We're going to be charging a 3% margin fee as well as the minimum 340 fixed fee. Our pledge, full transparency, is going to be on the lower end simply because we have the infrastructure set in place from a hardware standpoint. As far as from a monetary standpoint, unfortunately, we don't have any partners or sponsorships yet. So we are working on that, but we anticipate on remaining operational for a very long time, hoping to bring in the best rewards possible for our delegators. So for the sake of this video, let's choose another stake pool as an example. I wanted to search for my friend Duckpool. If you guys are looking for a reliable pool operator that's going to be working at this for a long time and maintaining performance, Duckpool is a stake pool operator I would highly recommend. I wanted to use his stake pool as an example. So we can see here the metrics that we're looking at when you click on this tile, and you can do this for any ticker. You can just search for it at the top here. In this instance, we can see it shows the rank, it shows the controlled stake. So this shows you a percentage based on the amount of ADA that is currently being staked. And then we can see the pool margin. So this shows you a percentage of the fees that the stake pool will charge after each epoch. The pledge, this is going to be the amount of ADA that the stake pool operator has pledged towards their stake pool. The cost per epoch right now we can see is at 340 ADA. That's the minimum fixed fee. And then the number of produced blocks. Currently, no blocks are being produced by stake pool operators, but I'm sure that we will definitely see this increase in the future. So as far as delegating, it's very straightforward. Let's go ahead and click on Delegate. So this option here, we're just going to follow the prompts and it'll ask us to choose the wallet which we like to delegate to the stake pool. I'm going to click on my Cardano tutorial wallet and click on Continue. It does show us another list of stake pools that are available to delegate to, but we can see our selection here at the top. It shows you've selected Duck stake pool to delegate. So we just want to go ahead and confirm. We'll click on Continue, and it'll ask us to enter in our spending password. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and enter in that information. It'll give you a fee for being able to delegate, so that's fine. We'll go ahead and enter in our password, and we should see a confirmation. Awesome. So now that we have confirmed our spending password, it shows that our wallet has been successfully delegated. It'll show here that the preference will take effect after both the current and the next epoch have completed. So in this instance, the time remaining for the current epoch is about 2 days, and then the next epoch will happen after 5 days. So we can see the delegation will take effect after 7 days. So that's awesome. Let's go ahead and close out of that, and we've successfully delegated to the Duck pool. So very cool. I really like how seamless the experience is to be able to delegate to a stake pool. keep in mind when you're delegating using the user interface for Daedalus, you're not sending your ADA. So you're always free to be able to send and receive your money. So just a brief overview there. I wanted to go into more detail on what are some different metrics to look for in terms of finding out the best stake pool to choose for the highest rewards. So let's go back to Duck Pool here and let's take a look and see what are some of the metrics that we're looking at. We can see it shows the controlled stake currently is at 0%. And guys, keep in mind the numbers here on Daedalus are going to change. Right now, Daedalus is unfortunately not showing all the information needed. Like we were talking about earlier, Kaizen Crypto Stakepool is currently up and running, ready to receive ADA for delegation. But right now, because of the issue that we're seeing with Daedalus not showing all of the active stake pools, we're at a point now where we're just kind of stuck in limbo. So the developers for Daedalus are talking about using something called a Smash server. What this would do is provide the ability to remotely manage the platform independent of the machine state, operating system, or server system topology. So in layman's terms, using a Smash server is going to help manage all of the data needed in order to show up on Daedalus. So hopefully something like that being implemented would allow us to see all the information necessary in real time. But getting back to it, we can see here the next is going to be pool margin. So we can see 3%, very reasonable percentage for delegating your ADA, and a 400,000 ADA pledge. So definitely some realistic numbers here. Cost per epoch also is the minimum fixed fee ADA. So let's go ahead and talk about what all this means. Your rank up at the very top is going to be your rank according to the performance within Daedalus. So Daedalus is going to be arranging these stake pools based on the number of blocks that they are produced based on what has been assigned. The controlled stake is going to tie in directly to a metric called saturation. So with saturation, essentially, it's a metric that we're looking at to determine the amount of ADA that is being delegated to a pool. A pool with a high saturation is going to come to a point where the rewards for the delegators will diminish over time. It's a way to be able to encourage decentralization. So if you have a stake pool that has a large amount of controlled stake, you'll see that the rewards that they're earning and paying out to their delegators isn't as high as something like that of a smaller stake pool who still has a high performance but has fewer ADA that's delegated. So essentially, if you're one of those people who are taking part in a smaller pool that's still maintaining a high performance, you'll see the rewards being paid out to that pool might be a little bit more than something like that of a saturated stake pool. So that's something to look for if you are looking for having a high return on investment. You want to make sure you're paying attention to saturation. Next we can see is pool margin. So a lot of people are talking about 3% as being the amount of ADA that you're going to charge of the amount that the delegator has chosen to delegate to that stake pool. And that's not the case. Essentially with the pool margin, what that is, you're looking at that percentage fee based on the total rewards that have been paid out to that pool. So let's say, for instance, the stake pool, and this is just hypothetical, if the stake pool were to earn 100 ADA in rewards, the total reward percentage for the stake pool is going to be 3 ADA. The remaining 97% of the ADA is paid out to the delegators based on the amount of ADA that they've delegated. So I hope that clarifies that. It's not going to be the 3% of your ADA that you've delegated. It's the 3% of the total amount of ADA that's paid out in rewards. The next metric is going to be pledge. So 400,000 ADA pledge, definitely a nice number. What this is, pledge is essentially a mechanism that's built into the protocol that's designed to help prevent something called a Sybil attack. With a Sybil attack, let's say if there was a nefarious actor on the network who was to spin up maybe 1,000 pools, maybe a couple thousand pools, they could theoretically gain over 51% control of the network. Now, keep in mind, something like that were to happen is very unlikely, just because for somebody to actually gain control of that much stake within the network, it would cost billions of dollars. So it's just not feasible to even attempt something like that. But pledge is one of those incentive mechanisms, or rather disincentive mechanisms, to prevent something like that. And we can see here that this also shows the commitment to the stake pool operator being able to have a high performance for their stake pool, also maintaining high rewards for their delegators. So seeing 400,000 ADA pledge is really nice. That's good to see. Next is going to be cost per epoch. So cost per epoch, the minimum cost that we're seeing is 340 ADA. So this is a minimum fixed fee, which means that no stake pool operator can go below that. So that is going to be the fixed amount of ADA that the stake pool operator is charging per epoch to maintain the network. I believe 340 on a daily basis. Let's do some math here. So that's 68 ADA. Now keep in mind, that's not going to be from you specifically as a delegator. That would be the total rewards that are earned from maintaining the network. The pool margin is the total rewards on a percentage basis. The cost per epoch is the total rewards on a fixed fee basis. So those two kind of go hand in hand there. And the last metric is going to be produced blocks. So in this instance, we'll see that produced blocks, once the blocks start being produced by stake pools, we'll see this number definitely change, and this is going to tie in directly to a metric with the performance. And that's how we'll see all of these stake pools get categorized, is based on their performance. So hopefully that did clarify some of the different things to look for in terms of choosing the best stake pool in order to maximize your returns. Biggest thing is you want to make sure that you're paying attention to performance and that you're paying attention to the fixed fees and the pool margin. If the stake pool is charging a really competitive fixed fee and a percentage fee while also maintaining a high performance, you'll see that your rewards getting paid out are definitely very attractive. As far as what's happening with Kaizen Crypto Stake Pool, I wanted to give you guys a brief update on that. We've got everything up and running thanks to my friend the Duck Pool. Also, big shout out to Martin, AT-ADA. So let's see if we can find him. He is also doing amazing things for the Cardano network and helping stake pool operators get their systems up and running. We can see here also he's doing some amazing things in terms of metrics, going to bring in some nice rewards for his delegators. So I want to give both of those stake pool operators a huge thank you. Really appreciate all the support. And don't get me wrong, there's a whole bunch of other great stake pool operators to look out for. What's happening with Kaizen Crypto right now is that we're up and running, we're ready to go, but currently Daedalus is not showing our ticker. Best way to find out more information about our stake pool is to join our Telegram group. If you haven't done so already, make sure you click the link down in the description to join our Telegram. That's where we'll keep all of our delegators up to date with our rewards on an epoch by epoch basis. We're really going to be working hard to bring in some nice rewards, and I do appreciate all the support from our community. Hopefully we do meet that ADA amount delegated that allows us to start minting blocks right away. So looking forward to that. I really do appreciate all the support, and I'll make sure to keep you guys updated with all the relevant information as it happens. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you guys did find some value from this video here today, please be sure to drop a like for me. It definitely does let me know that you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.